The Warrior Queen of Shadows, Scafache's legendary tale. Imagine a mist-covered isle, shrouded in secrecy and whispers of power. A young warrior arrives, trembling with both fear and determination. He has heard the rumors of a woman so fearsome, so skilled, that even the greatest heroes tread lightly in her presence. But who was she? Scafache, the shadowy one, a name that still strikes awe into those who dare to speak it. Long ago, on the jagged cliffs of the Isle of Skye, Scafache ruled. Not as a queen of men, but as a queen of warriors. Say her fortress, Dunscape, or the Fortress of Shadows, was nearly impenetrable, surrounded by deadly traps and an aura of foreboding. It wasn't just her home, it was a proving ground. Those who survived her training left as legends. Those who didn't, well, their stories never made it past the gates. But Scafache wasn't just a warrior. She was a master strategist, an alchemist of the battlefield who turned raw potential into unstoppable force. Yet, even with her unmatched skill, she lived a life of solitude, isolated by both the weight of her power and the dangerous allure of her knowledge. Until one fateful day, a young hero named Cuchulainn arrived at her doorstep. Cuchulainn wasn't just anyone. He was destined to be the greatest warrior of his time, but he lacked the refinement, the edge that only Scafache could provide. But here's the twist. Scafache didn't want to train him. Why would she? He was brash, untested, a boy playing at being a man. But Cuchulainn was relentless. He scaled the fortress walls, evaded the traps, and stood before Scafache, bloody but unyielding. And this is where things get interesting. Scafache saw something in him, fire, a hunger for greatness. But she wasn't going to make it easy. No. Scafache's training was brutal. Days without sleep, combat drills that left even the toughest warriors broken, and challenges that tested not just strength, but willpower. One day, Scafache presented Cuchulainn with his ultimate test, mastering the gibald, a spear so deadly it could kill with a single strike. But this wasn't just about wielding a weapon. The gibald required precision, balance, and a connection to the warrior's very soul. One mistake, and the weapon would turn on its wielder. As the days turned into weeks, Cuchulainn struggled. He failed. Again and again. But Scafache pushed him, harder than she had pushed anyone before. And then, just as the young hero was on the verge of breaking, he succeeded. The gibald became an extension of him, a weapon of legend. But the story doesn't end there. You see, Scafache wasn't just a mentor. She was a warrior in her own right, with her own enemies. One of them, her rival Aif, came seeking vengeance. And here's where Scafache's brilliance shines. She didn't fight Aif herself. No, she sent Cuchulainn, a final test of both his loyalty and his skill. The battle between Cuchulainn and Aif was fierce, but thanks to Scafache's training, he emerged victorious, using not just brute force, but strategy, something he had learned from the shadowy one herself. Scafache's legacy lives on not just through the tales of her own prowess, but through the warriors she trained. And as for Cuchulainn, he went on to become a legend, the Hound of Ulster, his name etched into the annals of Irish mythology. So the next time you hear of a hero's triumph, remember this. Behind every legend, there's often a shadowy figure, a mentor who shaped them. And in the case of Cuchulainn, that shadow belonged to Scafache, the warrior queen of shadows, who taught him not just how to fight, but how to become unstoppable.